All right, God keeps sending confirmation, so that's what you want to see. God confirm again, whatever. Here we go. Now check this out. Now again, I'm just doing what I'm doing. I come across this video, and again, I'm not looking for this shit. It's just coming to me. I'm not looking for this stuff. It's just coming for me. But notice numerology 5011. That's gonna give you 7. You see the 139K views, 39 down there. 4 is the number of archangels. Anything like a 319, 329. And anything with sun, because I threw something up there. I meant to say sun in one of them videos, but you're going to see the word sun a lot, but you're going to see the word moon a lot. 9918, September 9th, 18 is, I think that's the Jewish holiday. I think it's Yom Kippur, but that's, again, 99 or whatever. But it's on a moon day or Monday. And RFG Chosen One was just breaking down moon day and all that stuff. I keep telling you all about the white sun. Here you have. See, what's going to happen, people looking at a person, and you're missing a point. I can't help you with that. In John chapter 3, God is always going to give you a way out if you want it. In John chapter 6, Jesus says something that made the majority of his followers stop following him because of what he said. So if you're looking for a way out, God will give it to you. I'm not here for all that. I don't worship no human, no man. But what I'm showing you for anybody that's listening is what God shows me. And you got 7-3. That's that whole Tupac thing. 777. So if you notice, you keep seeing like 888s, 999s, and some of the stuff I can't even because there's so much coming to me. Now I know you got the brother in the white. Of course, that's Dr. York with the name. You can see the name because he took a lot of names. But I think those are people in black robes around him, I think. But I could be wrong about that. It's kind of hard to tell. But you definitely see that's the white sun. Because I keep telling y'all about the white sun. Now, the white sun has definitely been showing me a whole lot of stuff. And remember I told you white sun route 66. And now you see the same thing I told you about the stone. All these videos are public. And I'll probably be keeping them public. But I will let y'all know it's a lot of attacks going down. I'm definitely under attack because all this stuff is metaphysics. That's why I've been doing this for decades, so I could already tell you what's really going to happen. Somebody else will say, oh, no, that's happening because of this reason. No, it's not. No matter what reason they would have used, it was still going to happen because of the time we're in. All right. So in this video now, I made it to 533. Now, this is Dr. York, and the name he chose there. But he said something. Yeah, he was talking about black and brown, but he says something else. So you could listen to it because he broke that down about black and brown and the stone. But he says something that y'all got to really hear around 5:30 to 5:33 or 5:30 to 5:35. I told y'all, I went to my doctor's office. Now, I told you, ever since October 2012, it's like all hell basically broke loose. Now, God is getting me through it. But I've known my doctor, I keep telling you, for 28 years. And he, for some reason, that particular day, he was just angry. And even after that, he did some fucked up shit. But I knew it had to be some type of reason for it. Now, last time I went to see the doctor, he called me Cooper. He was like, Mr. Cooper. I said, did this dude just call me Cooper? But I was figuring there's got to be a reason for it. So when we're sitting in his office, he gets another phone call from someone saying, listen, you have a client or patient, whatever you want to call it, but her daughter wants her out of this hospital you got her in, and she wants to move her to Cooper University. So I got to sit there all this time listening to him. This shit went on for like a good 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, because he had to keep hanging up and calling other people about Cooper. So as soon as I got home, I jumped on to see Cooper University, which I believe, and it's funny because I think I got some money situations up there as far as, not I wish it was gain, I wish it was income, but it's not, it's outgo. But let me check that real quick. Because if it is, keep an eye on Paramis. But you got to remember, para in Spanish is 4. 4 is the number of angels. Now, us is the Elohim. Let us, because it was the Elohim that said, let us make men. See, all these is messages. And see, from Cooper, you get copper. And they call us, the melanated people, the copper people. All right, like I said, this is a thing. Everything's just really messing up with these browsers. Because they really trying to mess with me. Because I told you I was able to take snapshots and stuff. So they trying to mess with that. Because my stuff was fine until all this stuff broke off. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you gotta listen to the previous videos on this channel. Because now they trying to make it difficult for me to take these screenshots and shit. And everything, you know, you could tell. You could tell when you're being fucked with. Alright. Give me a moment because this is kind of important about the Cooper. But you hear York say it. Cooper said, but he still, but he still said Cooper again. And it's all about that cube. See, because according to Bobby Hemmett, he always told us that Saturn was the liberator. He said Saturn is the liberator of the melanated people. But they got you saying 0666, which is really just 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. And you got carbon melanin in your Bible. This is why the prophet Elijah, he was always on Mount Carmel. That's carbon melanin. And in Mark 7:11, which 7:11 is when the Moors invaded Spain, they say the gift of Corbin. That's carbon melanin, 666. So you got to know your Bibles. Like what I'm trying to tell you is for the people that are waking up, they can't be hidden. But so what the devil got to do, he got to do anything to stop you or distract you. And this is why you really have to know how to pray and walk in the spirit. Because if not, see, because there's a Kubar, K-U-P-A-R, but then it's a Kubar, K-U-P-A-R. I'm telling you that word Kubar is connected to the word copper. Whether you can understand that or not. Even you hear Malachi Z. York talking about Elijah Muhammad, but there's a gentleman out here on YouTube that shows you that Elijah Muhammad was a devoted follower of Wallace Farad. But Wallace Farad really was teaching Hinduism. And it's a guy here that proves it. You can look it up. And they keep telling you, oh, he was teaching you Arabia. But he wasn't. And that's why if you notice, see, because India is where they moved out into, some of them might have went into North Africa, but a lot of them went into East Africa. That's the priesthood. And that's why they want you to talk West Africa, because they don't want you to know where you're really from. And you got to be careful because some of these people are plants. So you might say, hey, this is a tribe in West Africa who blah, blah, blah. And you say, oh, I'm going to listen to that tribe because blah, blah, blah. But that could be a plant to get you off of who you really come from and who you really are. So I'm just telling y'all to stay alert. All right. All right. So this is called Cooper. Okay, so this is in Camden, okay? Camden, New Jersey. All right, and I know that ain't that. I would have to look it up. I don't want to be out here all day. All right, because this thing nowadays, if I don't keep the videos short, they really start fucking with me. What county is Camden, New Jersey in? Knox County, said Maine. But it's also called Camden County. Camden County. I don't know. So Camden might be in Camden County, but it's close to Philadelphia. How far is Camden, New Jersey from Paramus, New Jersey? So I had to go to my other browser because they messing with me on the browser. But sometimes neither one of them work. Wow, is it really that far? They said an hour and 45 minutes. They say it's not about 89 miles and 89.27 miles from Camden to Paramus. Talking about 102 miles by car. 1 hour and 45 minutes apart. That's crazy. I gotta do one more thing. What county is Paramus, New Jersey in? Okay, Bergen County. Alright, now I want New Jersey labeled New Jersey County map. Give me a second. Alright, so first I want to find Bergen. Okay, I found Camden County. Wow, so Bergen is North Jersey, Camden is South. But if you notice, it's still on the east side, though. I mean, Bergen's on the east. Because I'm looking at this as if it was Egypt. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Alright, so I'm going to throw this up in there, too. Alright, so once again, you see God confirming that stone. Because that stone connects you to Saturn. And by him, it told you that it would be Saturn who would be the liberator of the people. And now what the devil, your oppressor did, he made all your stuff evil. Anything that has to do with the melanated people, he made evil. So that's why you just have to be careful. But whenever you go anywhere, you still have to be careful because it's evil and righteousness wherever you go. But like I said, I always say walk in the spirit. If you walk in the spirit, you should be fine. You should be able to walk. David said he walked in the valley of the shadow of death, but he feared no evil. Alright, so let me take out this map. And then we can end this. So I will be back because I'm sure God may keep confirming it. But that's what I'm going to call it. God confirm. Now, what am I saying about September? Dude, I don't know. Okay. God didn't tell you nothing. I just tell you the 400 years is just about up. That's what I'm believing in. I'm not believing in nothing else. See, people get distracted. And they think, I don't know what I'm talking about or whatever. But I'm going by what God... See, God would... If God promised his friend Abraham 400 years and didn't come through, what type of God are you? You made a promise to a friend and didn't keep it. So even Moses said that. Moses said, you can't promise to bring these people out the promised land and now you're going to kill everybody in the wilderness? He said, the whole nation going to say you couldn't do it. Like you're a covenant breaker. So we know that ain't going to happen. And God doesn't like people to break the covenants. It's a way to do everything. Sometimes you got to. You ain't got no choice. But it's still a way to handle things in God's eyesight. All right, so I got to make sure I got all these pictures. There's only 2 of them. So again, we could say all day. Like I'm not here to say all that, okay? Because we live in a very strange world. But the more you study, like if you just study the mystery of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, you might not be happy with what you found out. So I'm not here to say what's right, what's wrong. I'm just here to tell you that it's the end of this beastly system. And that's why they're telling you, oh, we're going to war with Russia. And, oh, a space program. And all. They got you believing all this bullshit when anybody that studied on you dealing with bloodlines. Ain't nothing going down. It's a big distraction. They know it's time. Revelation 11 said that when it comes time for God's kingdom, the nations become wrathful. Which means they start a war just to divert your attention for what's about to happen. If you get familiar with Revelation 11, you see God calling the people up, come up hither. All right, so either you're going to believe what God says or you're going to be living what this devil say. So once again, you see the white robe, you see the white sun right there with the doctor. And if you look up by his head, you can almost see like he's got black hoods down below, but above his head, it looks like on his right side is which looks like it's 2 white heads in the clouds. And that's the white sun. That's the son that been talking to me over and over again. So either you're going to believe what the real God is saying, go to Malachi chapter 4, that son coming with healing in his wings, or you're going to believe whatever. So all these people gave us unbelievable. Bobby Hemmett, Dr. York, Elijah Muhammad, just to name a few. All these people gave us unbelievable metaphysical information. Dr. Delbert Blair, unbelievable metaphysical information. It had to come from somebody higher than them. But what do we look at? Oh, I heard he slept with some kids. Oh, I heard he did this. That nigga shit, that nigga frequency stuff. Like, I wasn't there. I don't know. And if you did something like that and they put your ass in jail, that's where you belong. But the bottom line, that's not going to stop me from taking the information, because I don't want to be on this stale ass planet. I got other plans. I've always called myself the UE, the universal and eternal. I got other plans than planet Earth. This planet is way too small for me. So I don't have time for that little low-level stuff. So either you're going to wake up and you're going to hear the voice of God, and you're going to get ready for whatever God promised to do in Genesis chapter 15 at the 400 years, or you're going to keep on that low frequency, and then you're going to get purged out. Because that's what's going to happen. Anybody that don't align themselves with God and make that move, they're going to get purged out. This is Gat. God bless.